In a world cloaked in darkness, where the dead rest and nightmares awaken, if you dare to listen, you're about to step into the shadows of midnight screams. Not everyone who enters makes it out alive.
It all started a few months ago. I was browsing some forums when I stumbled upon a post about a hidden chat room on the dark web. The post claimed it was a place where you could meet people from all over the world, people who shared your deepest, darkest secrets. The post included a link, and without much thought, I copied the address into my Tor browser, a mistake that would change my life forever. The chat room was simple, almost plain. No usernames, no profiles, just messages from anonymous users. Most of the conversations were about random things, conspiracy theories, strange experiences, odd jobs. But one message caught my eye. "I see you," it read. Chills ran down my spine, but I shrugged it off. It had to be a joke. Someone was probably just messing around. I didn't reply, but the message stayed there, hovering in my mind long after I had left the chat room. Over the next few days, I returned to the site, driven by a strange compulsion. Each time the message, "I see you," would appear, always from an anonymous user. It was unsettling, but part of me found it intriguing. Who was this person? What did they want? One night I decided to respond. "What do you mean you see me?" I typed. Within seconds I received a reply. "I know you. We're friends." Friends? That was absurd. I had never spoken to this person before, not outside this strange chat room. But something about their words sent a shiver through me. I didn't respond, but the messages kept coming. Every time I logged on, they would be waiting for me. "We should meet. I want to see you. I can help you." The more I ignored them, the more persistent they became. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, even when I wasn't online. The paranoia crept into my everyday life. I'd catch glimpses of movement out of the corner of my eye, hear footsteps behind me when I walked alone at night. But whenever I turned, there was nothing there. One evening, I received a new message. "I'm closer than you think." This time, there was an attachment, a photo. My hands trembled as I clicked on it. It was a picture of my house, taken from the outside, in the dark. The curtains were drawn, but I recognized the street, the angle. Someone had been standing right outside my window. Panic surged through me. I shut off my computer, pulled the curtains tighter, and checked every lock in the house. I tried convincing myself that it was a coincidence, a prank, but deep down, I knew it wasn't. Days passed, and I didn't go back to the chat room. The anxiety gnawed at me, and I became paranoid, jumping at every little noise, every shadow. Then the messages started appearing elsewhere, on my phone, in my emails. Always anonymous, always with the same words. "I see you." I contacted the police, but there wasn't much they could do. Without a clear threat or evidence, they chalked it up to an internet troll. But I knew better. I could feel their presence, like eyes watching me from the shadows. One night, things escalated. I was in bed, half asleep, when I heard a faint knock at the window. My heart stopped. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Another knock, louder this time. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911. But before I could speak, a new message appeared on the screen. "Don't call them. I'm already inside." I froze, my eyes darting around the room. The door was closed, but the closet door was slightly ajar. It hadn't been that way when I went to bed. Slowly, I slipped out of the covers, my pulse thundering in my ears. The air in the room felt suffocating, thick with dread. I moved toward the closet, each step more hesitant than the last. I reached out, hands shaking, and pulled the door open. Nothing, just clothes, hangers clinking together softly, but the feeling of being watched didn't go away. My phone buzzed again. "You shouldn't have done that." The room plunged into darkness as the power went out. The silence that followed was deafening. I stood there paralyzed, trying to make sense of what was happening. The only light came from my phone screen, still glowing with the anonymous message. Then I heard it. Soft breathing behind me. I turned around, but it was too late. Something cold and sharp pressed against my neck. A voice, low and distorted, whispered in my ear. "We're friends, remember?" I woke up the next morning on the floor, disoriented, with no memory of how I had gotten there. My phone was gone, the computer smashed. I felt bruised, weak, but alive. As I struggled to stand, a new wave of dread washed over me. There, on the wall, scrawled in red, were the words, "I see you, always." My blood ran cold. The handwriting was jagged and uneven, as if written in a hurry, or worse, with a trembling hand. The letters were smeared, still wet, and the smell of something coppery hit me. Not paint, but blood. I stumbled back, my breath quickening as panic surged through me. Who had been in my house? How had I not heard them? And more importantly, how long had they been watching? I checked every corner of the room, my heart pounding so hard I thought it might burst out of my chest. But the house was silent, eerily silent, too silent. I knew I should leave, run, call the police, but my legs felt like lead. I couldn't move. My mind raced with questions and fear, replaying every second of the night before. Had I imagined it? Was this some kind of sick prank? Or had the person who had been stalking me finally made their move? I forced myself to walk to the door, my shoes slipping on the floor slightly, and I looked down. My stomach churned. Footprints. Bare, bloody footprints trailed from the wall to the closet. My closet. The same closet I had checked the night before. The one I thought was empty. My mind screamed at me to run, but something compelled me to move toward the closet. I couldn't let this go on. I needed to know what was happening. With a shaky hand, I reached for the handle and pulled the door open again. Nothing. The closet was empty, just like before. Clothes hung neatly on hangers, shoes lined up at the bottom. But then I saw it, the wall behind the clothes. Scratched into the drywall, as if with fingernails, were the same words. "I see you, always." I stumbled back, knocking over a lamp in my panic. The noise echoed in the quiet house, and I suddenly felt like I was suffocating. I needed to get out. I grabbed my keys, but just as I reached the front door, my phone buzzed from where it had fallen on the floor. My hand shook as I picked it up. A new message. "Leaving won't help. You'll never be alone again." I dropped the phone, my hands trembling. How could they know what I was doing in real time? Was there a camera? Was someone watching me right now? My eyes darted around the room, scanning every corner, every possible hiding spot. But I found nothing. There was no sign of anyone. Yet I couldn't shake the feeling that I was not alone. I bolted out the door, slamming it behind me as I rushed to my car. My breath was ragged, my heart racing as I drove away, putting as much distance between me and the house as possible. But even as I drove, that sense of being watched never left. Every time I glanced in the rearview mirror, I expected to see someone sitting in the back seat, watching me, waiting. I didn't stop driving until I reached the edge of town. I pulled over at a small, rundown motel, the kind of place where no one asks questions. I paid for a room in cash and locked myself inside, double-checking every window, every lock. I knew it was irrational. Whoever they were, they could find me again. But I needed to feel safe, if only for a moment. Hours passed. I sat on the bed, staring at the clock, waiting for something, anything. But there was nothing. No knocks at the door, no new messages, just silence. Finally, exhaustion overtook me. I lay down, my body heavy with fatigue, but sleep didn't come easily. Every creak of the building, every gust of wind outside sent my heart racing. And just as I was about to drift off, my phone buzzed again. Another message. This time it was a photo. My heart nearly stopped as I opened it. It was me, sitting in the motel room, taken from the window just behind my bed. And with it, a new message. "I told you, I see you, always." I leapt from the bed and ran to the window, yanking the curtains aside. But there was no one there. Just darkness and the empty parking lot. The streetlights flickered in the distance, casting long, eerie shadows, but nothing moved. I was alone, or so it seemed. I stared at the phone in my hand, trembling, unsure of what to do. My life had become a nightmare, a never-ending game of cat and mouse with someone I couldn't see, someone I couldn't escape. And that's when I noticed something new. On the motel room's mirror, just barely visible in the dim light, was more writing. It hadn't been there when I first checked in. It read, "We're just getting started. The dark web is a place of shadows, of things that should remain unseen. And sometimes when you wander too deep, something or someone follows you back into the light. No matter where I go, I know they're out there, watching, always."